Hi, this is MD Alamin, and last time we learned how we can construct an object and how we can manipulate and create an object. So today we are going to learn that how the object prototype and why object prototype is important. So in the JavaScript, let me just type an object, normal object. Just say function. So here, if we wanted to add a prototype, we can just say here. These are the object. These are the object property and value. If we want to add a new object method, we can just say, um, and then we're gonna create a method. It's going to be a function. This one. So this is our object. This is a normal way we are create our object, and how we can use this object prototype. The object prototype has a built-in method. So every object we now so from now on, every new object we're gonna use using this constructor, this every new object will have this method. If we use this method or not, that doesn't matter. It will gonna add this method to every object we're gonna create using this method, using this constructor. So at first it seems like okay, but believe me, in the long run, it will feel like that you are adding some random code to the each object without needing it. So let me show you how. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So say var plan1, sorry, equal to, you're gonna say new plan. At first we're gonna have this. So here you can see that we have a new object, and we use this new constructor which is plan. So let's just say we wanted to see what is the annual price of this plan, and we are discounted. The discounted month is January and July. So if we just say plan one, and how much we want to discount, let's just say we want to discount it 80%, 20%. So this is our annual price. Is it in our discounted month? Let's just see if it is our discounted month. We just change the discounted month to February and July. So yeah, this is now the discounted for 38 point something. So let's create one more plan. Let me just copy this line, and let's just call this plan 2. And now let's just say we don't have any discounted month or something. We don't have this kind of property, like discounted month or anything like that. But if you see, we still have, let me console.log plan 2. These are plan 2. Like if we just check this object, you will see that we still have the calc annual method here in this plan 2 as well, but we're never going to use the this method on the plan 2, but we still have that. So every object we're going to build using this constructor is going to have this method, which seems okay, but it is, if in the long run you don't want to jump back to your coding or your server or your data, just using some code that is you're not going to use. It's going to take the browser memory space, your server space. So it is not a good practice. So what now, instead of just putting this method inside the object constructor, we can add a prototype. So prototype is something we're only going to use it when we need it. If we don't need it, it's never going to be in that place. So how we can add a prototype? So let me just do this. We're going to say plan, our constructor name, and prototype, and we're going to say calc annual is going to be our method name, property name, and the method will be a function, same as well. And we can just copy this whole thing right now. Everything will be same. Okay. So this is our constructor. This is our prototype. Outside, these are method outside our constructor. This is now it's called a prototype. So if you see properly, okay, if we see properly, it is outside our constructor method. But if we now console log plan 1 and we have to calculate the annual, what you get? We never give how the percentage it will be. So now we are getting the same thing as before, but you can just see what is happening here. The moment I say console log plan1, you see the prototype is not there. You see, the prototype is not there. It will be only here when we call it. So the prototype, this method is not inside the object. It is outside the object. This is in the prototype section. You see. So this is the conventional way, or the best way to call the method outside the object constructor. Yeah, this is for now. And now, if we wanted to check like what kind of property our object has, we can just say the plan1 has own property. Object one has own property called name. It will give us true or false. You see, the true or false. If if our object constructor has a property called name, it will give us a true. If we just say our object property have annual, it will give us false because it doesn't have. Still, it doesn't have because it is a prototype. It's outside the object constructor. So this is how you can find out that if your object has a certain property or not. If we just say our object has pages, it will say true because our object has pages. Okay, this is how you're gonna make it work. Okay, now I'm going to show you some interesting part of the JavaScript, and how you can write the JavaScript inside your browser as well, and inside here this script file, and in this console log section you can write JavaScript here as well. It can work fine. So let me show you some interesting thing. Let's say we are in certain web browser, how you can manipulate a browser. Okay, so in here you can just say it will show your window location, like the which what is your current window location. If we just say about window location, like where you are, now which URL you are using, it's going to show you that exactly. So you can say window, and then you can say location, right? And if we console like this, win location, it will say that win location is HTTP index something, right? And okay, let me just show you how you can use this kind of stuff. So if we just go Google something, say Apple login, and if we go to the Apple login stage, I hope you're watching this, and let me just open the console. Okay, so many things going on outside, you don't have to care about this. If we just say, if we wanted to change this current window location, we just say window, and we can just change this window location href equal to, we just can say like https okay. If we just, the moment you click it, it took us to the google.com because we changed the window kind location. If we go back again, it will take us back to this Apple ID or something. So if we just let me just create some other link. We click on sign in. If we click on sign in, it's taking us to the sign in section. But what you can do here, you can type history, and you can just say back history.back function. It will take us to the back page, the backward, like the moment you click the back button on your keyboard, like this button, it will take you to the back page. And if you wanted to go forward, you can say history simple forward. It will take you to the forward page. Okay, and you can do the same thing using history.go. History.go, and if you here you wanted to type this step, how many steps you want to go. If we want to go one step, if you just type +1, it's going to take you one step ahead. And again, if you wanted to go 2 steps backward, you just have to minus. You have to put the minus, the negative count. So if you just say history.go next, it will take you the same thing. If you want to step one step up, if you say history, Google is very good. No, it doesn't. Oh yeah, we got one. Okay, history.go, and we're gonna say step 1. We want to go one step further. So here we have this. So this is our thing to how you can work with the browser, and how you know that which page you are at, and if you want to go to forward or backward, you can do that. So let me just show you one more thing. It is called you can check actually which from the user is came from, like how the user came to your website, or this current URL. You can just say like document refer referrer. So the moment you click it, it gonna says that the referrer URL is google.com. So the user came to our website using google.com. I mean, using this URL. So yeah, I hope you find it interesting and happy coding. Thank you and stay with me.